Hello, my darlings. Mama Lou here, and it is time for the weekly, so week 2 of August, elemental readings. This is going to be for all my air signs. So this is going to be messages from the elemental Sylph for my Gemini, Libra, Aquarius babies. So if you have sun, moon, rising, Venus, you have friends, loved ones, you're cross-watching, you're watching your big 3, whatever that is, this is going to be for you. So these are messages from the Sylph spirits. We're going to be pulling some oracle cards. We're going to be getting some mixtape oracle as well, so we can start a playlist for you guys if you want to do that. So you can jam out to some tunes and let this reading sink in for you. This is a collective reading, so please take what resonates, leave what does not. You know the drill, but let's go ahead and get into it. If you would like to do the subscribe, the follows, the comments, all those things, that really helps me out. So I know that these readings resonate with you guys, and it also helps me keep doing them. All right, overall theme, I'm using the Ghoulish Garbs Major Arcana for kind of like your overall theme for the week. What kind of energy are you guys dealing with this week? And you guys got the Chariot energy. This is very positive. So this is victories coming in, successes coming in, accomplishments, finishing something, or it could just be you really putting in some energy to drive the direction of your path right now. So this could be you just going full on into your job, your career. This could be you really studying for a test so that you can graduate, whatever it is. This could be you starting a business and you just putting your head down and taking one foot for the other and doing this. But this is you kind of taking control of your life. You're like, I am going to be doing this. This is what I want. And I have the drive and determination to push this through the finish line. That's kind of the energy that I'm really getting here. This also is a little bit I'm kind of getting this, and take this as it resonates, but I'm kind of getting this idea that you have kind of really realized that whatever your strengths are that you've been really focused on, you've actually kind of maybe in the last like 6 months or so, all those parts of yourself that you weren't so proud of, the things that you thought were weaknesses, I really feel like you're starting to kind of get a different perspective on that, where you're being like, okay, yeah, to the outside person, that may be a weakness, but I acknowledge it. I see it. It's part of who I am. How can I incorporate it and use it as a positive for me? Use it as a strength for me, where maybe, maybe you're not very organized or something. I'm just throwing this out. Maybe you're not very organized and it always bothers you, or you feel like, embarrassed about it in your job, or you feel like, people make fun of you because it looks like everything you're doing is scattered or anything like that, to where you're actually like, okay, yeah, I may not flow and have the same, like bullet point that someone else does, but that also allows me to have a more free thinking, the free thinking capabilities to see things from a lot of different angles. And I also might catch something that others don't when they're just so following the rules, following the procedures, following these, where it seems like, yeah, that's not following procedure, but it is a procedure in and of itself. It's just your procedure. So it's like not faulting yourself for different parts of who you are. It's embracing it, acknowledging it, and being like, okay, how can I make this work for me? So that's kind of the energy I'm getting as well. I know that that's a little bit out there, but that's something that really came up when I'm looking at this card, and you see the dark and the light there, where I just really feel like and then of course also the Mummy, where it's just like, I'm going to hold all these parts together in myself because it makes me who I am. It makes me unique. It makes me original. It makes me see things that sometimes other people don't see, or maybe my perspective is needed. We've been doing things the same way for so long, and let's shake it up a little bit. You may have a little bit of shake-up energy this week, if I'm being honest, which is quite interesting. All right, let's get some tarot cards. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of use that as the overall arching theme, but we're going to get some messages from the Sylph Spirit. So we'll take any and all messages, things that the Sylph Spirit find important during this time for all of my air signs. And let's see how it can incorporate in. So this can cover anything. We're giving them free reign to send messages to whoever needs to hear them right now. So any of my Geminis, Libra, Aquarius energies, placements that you want to get. Because your overall theme is pretty spot on. It's pretty cool. Like that gets me pumped up for you guys. Like it's pretty exciting where you guys are in your hero era, not even hero era, but just like in the look at me go, like nothing's gonna stop me now kind of a thing. All right, first message, you got the devil. Okay, so this is you. Okay, you could be dealing with like a Capricorn energy, but the one thing I'm really getting with this is because you have learned to embrace all these parts of yourself and you're incorporating them in them and you see them as, you know, your weaknesses as benefits, and you've really done, it feels like you've done a lot of self-work. You've really worked on your self-acceptance. And this is you maybe fighting someone who's like, that's not the way it's done. No, we don't do it this way. Trying to kind of like dim your light, trying to like, and it's not even that they're maybe doing it on purpose this week, but it may just be that they're just like, we can't step outside the box, you know, like in, was it Office Space? Like, that's my stapler. Like they can't get past a certain point. They're stuck in a loop. And you're just like, okay, is it better for me to just be me, do it how I want to do it, or is it better to conform? And that might be something that you're kind of fighting with this week, honestly, of like, do I conform? Do I just kind of let it be and move on? And only you can decide that. But I also don't want you to start doubting yourself, because some of the way you do things may be a little novel, maybe a little out there to some people. And I'm getting the energy of like, you can hear it, you can take it in, but it's like the universe is being like, but don't stop all this progress we're doing. You know, don't stop your forward momentum, because not everybody gets you or gets how you work or understands the why. Because, you know, as air signs, you guys know the why. You have thought this all the way through, but not everybody can see things in the unique way that you can. And the universe is just kind of like, so don't let it get you down. Don't let it pull you back into your old habit of just conform this week. Don't just let it drag you down. Don't let it make you lose your confidence. Whatever this is, don't let it distract you. Don't let it deter you from all of this amazing things that you have been working for, because victory is coming. You are charging ahead. You are being a trailblazer in this moment. You are coming up with your own trail. Like, you are carving a path for yourself. And it's just kind of like, don't get bogged down in the minutia. Don't get bogged down by other people's opinions. You won't have to explain yourself when you're all, you know, rich and famous or have everything that you want. Like, they're going to be like asking you why, and then like, why, show me how you did it, rather than why are you doing this way? This is how you do it. You know, like it's going to be a change of perspective. So you just keep on pushing. You just keep on pushing. You do you. You're unique and amazing is kind of the energy that I'm getting in here. Don't let anything distract you this week. Really cool message, actually. All right, what other messages do we have from the Sylph spirits here? Did you see that? They popped and then they went back in. What was that a sneak of? Let's see. Okay, that's a whole bunch. That might just be because my hands are too small for this deck sometimes. It happens. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got the Death card. You are bringing change. And I'm getting the idea that you are bringing change to a lot of different things. A lot of societal norms. A lot of, like I said, this is how we do it. You can't change. You need to wake up and spend all your time at work, and then you need to, you know, pay your bills, and then you eat your dinner, then you sit at home and you watch TV, and then you go and don't think about anything. Like you're kind of like being like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to find my own ways to survive. I'm going to find my own ways to live my life where I'm not living by other people's ideas. Like, it's time to get rid of that. Those are old ways of thinking. Let's be a little bit more what is that? Ingenuity? What? I can't think of the word. I'm gonna be a little bit more forward thinking. I'm gonna think of how things in my life that don't give me what I want, how can I change them into something that I do want? How can I make them work for me rather than me working for them? That's kind of the energy that I'm really getting here. And with this Death card here, it very much is all about changing the status quo, changing your perspective, changing the way you view your life, your daily tasks, who you are as a person. And like I said, you've done some change. You've really worked on incorporating all these different parts of yourself to work for you. And that has been a complete metamorphosis. So of course there's going to be growing pains. Of course you may come up to some obstacles, some people who do not like change, where you're embracing it. They might not like it. You're just like, I'm embracing it and I'm running with it. And that's kind of the energy you need to have this week. You guys have 2 major arcana already this week and both of them, a lot of people don't like these 2 cards in the tarot. I love both of these cards in the tarot because it just kind of is like, gets down to brass tacks. And it's like, I am not everyone else. You can't lure me in with your shinies or anything like that. I want real change. I want noticeable change, not for in my life. I want to see things move forward in my life. I want things to build me up, help me excel, help me along my path. Like, I don't want to stay stuck. I want to always be evolving and maturing and learning and teaching and just kind of being a part of this life because I'm in the present. I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm not like, I am focusing on my path and what I have going on. Really cool message. Okay. Because then you got the 4 of Wands. Yeah, that is happiness for you. Like, this is leading to happy home, happy family, happy existence. This is what your goal is, and you need to stay focused on it this week. If this is where you're charging for contentment, happiness, playfulness, joy, less stress, less anxiety, just self-acceptance, self-love, appreciation, abundance, gratitude. Those are all the things that you're doing all of this work for, and that you want to, and everything it's not is what you want to leave behind you. Like, I'm not going to keep getting sucked into this. I want these things. I am going to push forward no matter what to get these things. Really cool message. This may also be something as, because I also like to bring in some of the mundane things. This also could be in regards to, you may have a party to go to. You may go to a wedding. And it actually looks like when you go to this wedding, people are going to be like, wow, you look so different. You really changed. And it's just because of the energy coming out of you. Like, there's a positive energy coming out of you, and it looks good. It looks like you may actually connect with some people that you haven't seen in a long time as well. So really cool energy. All right. So like I said, we're going to get you guys a little bit of a playlist. If you end up watching your big 3, you're going to end up with a whole playlist. So feel free to do that. But this is the mixtape oracle. This is the oracle I created with a song, lyric, and then some keywords and phrases for you to try out. I recommend you listen to headphones with these, look at the words, listen to the song. It's going to be a note, lyric, just even a single word in the song is going to help some of this stuff click with you throughout the week, which is super cool. So let's see what songs the Sylph spirits have for my Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius energies. I'm also looking to make sure that there's nothing I missed on here. Okie dokie. Let's see if they have any more. If there's any more. It feels like there's one more, so I'm going to see what it is. I will be putting these down in the description box below, so feel free to add them to your own playlist. You said you had one more. You said you had, oh, there it is. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, we got Exile by Taylor Swift and Bon Iver. I don't know if you've heard the song, but it has a really beautiful echo where, you know, they go back and forth. All this time I never learned to read your mind. I couldn't turn things around because you never gave a warning sign. I gave so many signs. Beautiful song. Check it out. Jealousy and regret. Rear view is 2020. Miscommunication, body language, subtle hints, and red flags. So yeah, if anybody's trying to pull you back into something, if anybody doesn't want you to grow, doesn't want you to change ever, doesn't want you to evolve, doesn't want you to ever grow as a human being, watch for that this week. Watch for it. Anybody who's trying to keep you low, keep you living small, keep you down, any of those things, just watch it. I'll put that down below. All right. We'll Be All Right by Grace Potter. When the world's feeling heavy with sorrow and the day looks as dark as the night, as long as there's going to be a tomorrow, we're going to be all right. Optimism, lean on others, encourage those around you. This too shall pass. Yeah. Remember when I was bringing up the whole idea about being in the present and not worrying about what anybody else thinks, and you have your goals and you need to just focus on those. You are leveling up. You are elevating, all of those things. You are working towards your own success. Beautiful song. I'll put that down below too. The last one is The Dirt by Tor Miller. I'll be loving you too. The shadow of your heart, it cuts right through. This is lifelong connections. Remember when I brought up that you might see someone? Interesting. Twin flame or soulmate energy. Letting go of what is not to be so that you can move forward. Your heart belonging to another. Interesting. So I will be putting these down below. Like I said, please do all the YouTube things, all that stuff. If you want a personal reading from me, you can email me at mamalutarot@gmail.com and we can get you booked for that as well. But really great message from the Sylph spirits for all my air babies. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. All right. Bye-bye.